New Progress splints offer an innovative approach to progressive splinting. These splints are designed to make progressive splinting easier and more successful while increasing patient comfort. North Coast has taken the splint patterns used most frequently for long-term splinting and created a complete line of fully adjustable, comfortably padded splints designed for static positioning and static progressive splinting. Progress splints are unlike any other prefabricated splint available today. Each splint is fully adjustable and can be custom fit to any patient. No tools are needed. The splint can be contoured by hand and readjusted easily as patients improve over time. There are a total of 5 different Progress hand splints and 1 elbow splint. I'll be showing you how to custom fit each of the Progress splints and which indications are most appropriate. Each splint can be adjusted for progressive splinting. The combination of splints that make up the Progress line are designed to achieve individual treatment goals. It is important to select the appropriate splint for your patient's current indications and progress gradually. With the exception of the palm protector, each Progress splint includes a set of adjustable loop straps and D-ring buckles that are attached to hook tabs. The strap goes through the buckle and reattaches to itself rather than to the splint, saving wear on the fabric covering. The buckles also provide additional leverage, giving a stronger pull and a firmer hold, ideal for patients who are prone to pulling out of their splint. The design of the Progress Palm Protector allows you a number of choices. It is designed to close as a single layer in the hand, or it can be rolled to encourage a more open hand. As the hand begins to open, you may also wish to add a roll of foam for further control. The palm protector is appropriate for persons with long-term contractures or clenched fist positioning due to spasticity, coma, or severe cognitive impairment. Finger separators are included to assist with tone control and to help reduce web space contractures. The finger separators are attached with a hook closure and may be removed if they are not appropriate for your patient. The palm protector can be trimmed with scissors if necessary. The Progress Palm and Wrist Protector is recommended for persons with contractures or tightness in both the fingers and the wrist. This splint combines a slightly thicker palm protector with the malleable wrist and forearm support. The additional thickness of this palm protector allows increased range of motion of the fingers. To contour the wrist and forearm support, gently bend the trough to the size and shape of your patient's forearm. It's important to create bends gradually to avoid damaging the splint or creating uncomfortable ridges. Start by bending in the center of the trough and then move gradually toward the edge of the splint. To create the desired angle at the wrist, gradually bend the wrist section, moving from proximal to distal to achieve the desired position. In cases of severe contracture, you may wish to contour the wrist to a degree slightly less than the degree of contracture to allow for a slow, progressive contracture reduction. For example, if the wrist is contracted at 50 degrees of flexion, position the wrist at 40 to 45 degrees of flexion. This will provide a gentle stretch that can be tolerated for longer periods of time, reducing resistance to the splinting process. Like the palm protector, the palmar portion of this splint may be trimmed with scissors. You may also trim excess material from the forearm section. Be sure to leave at least 1/2 inch of material around the metal frame to avoid damaging the splint. To locate the edges of the frame, simply bend the material and mark where you feel the edge. Trim the excess fabric, being careful to leave 1/2 inch clearance around the frame. You can easily adjust the length of the strap by removing the end from the strap tab and trimming. First, measure the length that you need. The strap tab will add about 1.5 inches to the length of the strap, so subtract that from your measurement. After trimming the strap, simply sandwich inside the hook tab. The Progress individual finger ball splint provides not only forearm and wrist positioning, but also allows the individual positioning of each finger in flexion or extension as needed, while maintaining an abducted posture for tone control. The unique raised palmar surface provides complete contact to inhibit tone. This splint is ideal for persons with hand contractures or moderately increased tone, and may also be used post-operatively, following fractures, or whenever the fingers need individual positioning. The individual finger ball splint may be used in combination with a program of continuous passive motion. Simply reposition each finger to retain the gains made following a CPM treatment session. To custom fit the splint, gently contour the forearm to fit your patient. The wrist may also be adjusted to the desired degree of flexion or extension. Simply bend the frame gradually to the desired angle. Once the forearm support has been contoured, gently adjust each finger to the desired degree of flexion or extension. The thumb piece may also be positioned in abduction or adduction, as well as flexion or extension. Again, it is important to create gradual contours to prevent sharp bends in the splint frame. You may wish to add the optional finger separator strap. Attach the strap to the underside of the splint and position the separators around each finger. Fold the top straps and secure with the hook closure. The functional resting splint is appropriate for anyone who needs to be positioned in a functional or resting position. It's recommended for persons with mild contractures or tightness, mild hypertonicity, or as a preventative positioning splint. This splint is also recommended in a program for nighttime arthritis splinting to maintain and rest the fingers in neutral alignment, or for positioning a flaccid hand. Like all of the Progress splints, the functional resting splint is fully adjustable for a custom fit and may be reshaped as your patient improves. Contour the trough and wrist supports slowly, using the techniques demonstrated earlier. The finger platform can be contoured to accommodate the MP and IP joints in flexion or extension. You may also contour the thumb support, taking care to avoid creating a sharp bend in the frame. You may wish to press the thumb around the edge of a table carefully to maintain the U-shaped contour. Try the Progress neutral hand cone for patients who are easily maintained in a neutral position. Simply shape the splint as needed to position the hand in a neutral, tone-controlling posture. The Progress elbow splint uses the same materials as our Progress hand splints, with a heavier frame to accommodate stronger hypertonicity at the elbow. The sides of the elbow splint can be contoured for a custom fit, and the malleable frame allows you to position the elbow anywhere from 90 degrees of flexion to full extension. Once the splint has been contoured, apply the D-rings and straps as needed. You may want to place the two center D-rings at an angle so that the straps may be crossed diagonally on the dorsal portion of the elbow. This helps maintain a snug fit, especially for patients with severe hypertonicity. The Progress elbow splint is recommended for neurological disorders and the gradual reduction or prevention of elbow flexion contractures. It can also be used for immobilization in the presence of nerve compression syndromes. The optional olecranon pad, sold separately, is made of dense, compatible hook fabric. It can be used with the Progress elbow splint to add cushioned counterforce at the elbow to help secure the splint in place. You may also wish to add optional strap pads for additional cushioning underneath the straps. The pads have a hook tab which attaches onto the loop strap. Strap pads increase the firmness of the fit by adding an additional contact area. Progress splints are extremely easy to care for and can be cleaned in institutional washers and dryers. Progress splints are unlike any splints you've tried. They combine the convenience of a prefabricated splint with the benefits of a custom splint. The unique combination of dense foam padding, a malleable metal frame, and soft fabric cover mean that these splints are not only easy to custom fit, they are extremely comfortable for long-term use.